I was watering the plant. Happy Monday, y'all. What's going on? Just got home from work a couple of minutes ago. Pulled up the YouTubes, standard issue. It's Monday. Although, what's rattling? Put them other side down. What's good on this Monday? I was just saying, happy Monday. What's up, Penny? What's up, Jim Weller? Standard Mondays. Here we are. Although it's going to change as it has chat filter, all messages. In the summers, I help run a league on Mondays. I do my league on Wednesdays, but I help run a league on Mondays. So basically, pretty soon I won't be popping in on a Monday anymore. You love this? This thing is so dumb. It's so dumb, but it's also that right there. It's also that right there. What's up, Kane? Excuse me. Got some stuff packed up, shipping out. Got a few things in the mail. Yeah, getting ready. Kind of started looking at the stuff for Texas and started kind of making a list. I'm going to check it twice. I should definitely do this though, huh? At the gas pump. Apex Carry. What's up, Robin? Incoming. Grateful Dong. Boom. Magnus Floats. Oh, how's everyone doing on a Monday? Like I said, I just got home a couple minutes ago. Popped up. Standard issue, but it's gonna change in a little bit. Burning Stables Forge. What's up, Clayton? How you doing? The teeth. What's up, Dom? The teeth? What about the teeth? What's up, Kathleen? What is everyone getting into on this Magnus Slut Monday? I'm going to knock that over and it's going to stab me in the gut. Yeah. I mean, it's almost like, is there anything even to say? Is there even anything to say? Grateful Dong sent this. The literal gas pump, gas station knife. Put that next to it stands up. Put it next to the motorcycle knife. I mean, done. Done. Let me refresh this. I had a YouTube up. View my channel. Trish, getting excited. Gonna see you soon. Trish, getting excited. Oh, wow. Gonna see you soon. Echo, echo, echo. Should start a series, gas station grails. What is a gas station grail, though? What's up, Stonewall? You know, because, I mean, yeah, I'd say this is it, but that would leave it so open to potential Burning Stables Forge salute. You out in the shop today, dude? Getting some work done? What's going on? Taking the day off? I don't know. I was busy work all day. Like I said, just got home, got settled in, do a little Monday live, and then, yeah, it's going to be switching though. I am not going to be free on Mondays in a month or so. Paul might. Paul, did you see this? What do you want to do to this, Paul? What does Paul want to do to that? No offense to Burkle Cerakote. I think this is a cool knife, the flick out and everything on there, but he's talking about the actual final one is not going to have the flip. I missed the memes on Sunday, Paul. I was busy, unfortunately, but then I remembered you told me to go there, and I did see the one, the hole. I saw that. Was there another one? I kind of went through them, but I didn't really have a chance to see them all, but I wasn't able. I've been missing Tri-State lately. I've been, you know, it's like you do what you can. You give them hell over this flipper. Yeah, Paul, what do you think about that flipper? It's like the largest one known to man. I do like the jumps, the ramp right here, the way it feels. But he is going to make the next one without a flipper. It's got some nice action. I like the feel. I don't usually like lightning ammo, right? But for some reason, when it's a plate over the top of another piece, I kind of like it. It actually, I hate the whole knife. He's trying something different, and it's definitely different. The blade shape is wild. It's comfortable, though. When you hold it like this, I like the way that feels. The jimps are thick and deep, and they feel nice. Boom. The action is nice. The lock flicks out with a lefty. It's a frame lock, but he only had the frame go to here. The cut only goes to there versus a lot of them cut a lot further down. So when you're pushing right here, your thumb isn't actually pushing on that lock. But the action is nice. The thumb studs work good. If anything, it's just that big flipper tab. And it's an ugly knife. No doubt about it. But that's kind of one of the reasons I like it. Making a whole knife is no small task. Right. And the style, it's wild style. It's 100% wild style. I'll be her, but working getting this old steel in the fold. Did I say that right? Vernon Stables, Clayton's doing some work today, sounds like, which is good. If I had a shop right there, which I almost do, I'm working on it. I'm going to be out there a lot. Jump to the tip, baby. I mean, yeah. You know I love my jumps. Jumps, get me right here. You get me right here. That's why this is cool. Got those jumps up there. Boosh. Look at my finger. Just boosh. 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 So, Paul, did I miss? Was there some more? This isn't Ted and Bill's Wild Style. Wild Stallions. Yeah, Paul, were there any other good memes? I mean, I saw them. They're good. But was there another specific? There was one that I was in. What's a switch? Oh, that you like something different. I like the style. I think it's wild. But, I mean, I like things like that. I like yellow when people say it's ugly. It is ugly, but I like it. You know, like, it's a weird shape. It is a weird shape. But you got to shut your eyes and just grab it. Hold it. Put your thumb out where you're going to do a cut. What's that feel like? And that feels good. I like those jumps. I got a knife for you, Dan, that's nicely jimped. We've got some full jimpage. Metal Relic Art in the house. What's going on? Anyone have any updates on Texas and ideas for me for stuff to get? Necessarily for a front flipper. It does feel nice.
At Burling Stables Forge became a member.
Stables.
At Burling Stables Forge celebrates 2 months of membership. Much love, Mr. Dan.
Much love, bro. Thank you. Salute you with your own gorgeous piece of work right there. Lovely, lovely, lovely grinds. Shut your eyes and grab it. Feels good, right? Thank you, Grateful. What's up, Rachel? For those of you that don't know, which is basically all of you, I filmed part of a video last night. And I learned something. Shipwreck, anyone? Oof. Towser K, anyone? Ooh. Oh, what action. Do I ever carry OTF, says Matt Conklin? Rarely. Sometimes I'll have like my Benji, my little secondary Benji tack knives. I'll carry that with my, I'll have whatever my main is, and it might be a secondary. But generally, no. Generally, no. I'm not really a fan. I think they're kind of fun, and this is fun. Right? But I don't really carry them. But it could be that secondary, third dairy carry. The third dairy carry. Okay, what is Robin? Oh, Robin, I watched your video. Robin did a video. Go check it out. Luft Concepts. Ooh, how much is that going to cost? So is this going to be a Texas? Hera 2 Mini is back to the bone. I got shit on the floor. Okay, I gotta move some stuff around here for a moment. Give me a second. It's exciting. All right. Wow, so what's this? Luft Concepts ATLS. Blackwash VG10 hollow grind single-sided thumb stud. Single-sided thumb stud? Oh, it does have a front flipper. It's a unique, weird, oval-shaped thumb stud. One Moon Collective, what's up? Edwards. What's up, Mike's channel? I got 2 new knives this week. Kubi Wave Crest and a zero tolerance, a ZT0308. Right on. Which one's the Kubi Wave Crest? Kubi's going to be, yeah, good for the lefty reverse flick, but a single-sided thumb stud is kind of, There's a vid on his page. How much are they? There it is. 180. Table 13A at Texas.
TLS. Now, unlike previous Luft models, you'll notice there is no finger hole. Rather, I have a unique single-sided thumb stud paired with a front flipper design.
Yikes. I just don't like single-sided thumb stud. It's an interesting shape. And it's got the front flipper. Ooh. Ooh, that little jimped little notch up in the blade up here. Right there. Ooh. Okay. That's kind of a cool design. Right? I'm going to go look at those. Yeah, it's the thumb stud. It's the thumb stud. Ooh, mama. What? Look at that. What is that? That's dirty. Anybody know what that is? Yeah, I am not sure. Oh, I was trying to click this one. Not sure what I think about that. Big fan of Luft. Feels as good as his other. Probably cool. Didn't notice it was only one side thumb stud. Budget at 180. Budget, what? Budget premium? What would everyone call a budget? $180 budget knife? I mean, for that company, I can see how like it's like then you would say, oh, the Baxter is the budget. Is that the other one I looked at? Was that the other one I looked at, the Baxter? With that micarta next to the flashlight? Click. It is. Oh. Wow. I like that. I wonder, I bet they'll have some of those at the, should they? 6 flavors of the Baxter arrived just in time for Blade Show. How do I go back? This. Oh. I like that. I like, yeah. Budget, a 70, yeah. I was saying the 180. It's like 180 is could be a budget for a company that sells $600 knives. I like this. I think this is cool. It could do without the flipper tab. Everyone has a different opinion on budget. Ooh, green. Green. No clue why he does it with the names like that. Well, you know, you do what you do. It's hard to come up with names in the first place. And so I think BXTR or ATLS is a better name than like the TS0266 or, you know, I'm not trying to rip on Tucson or anything like that, but you know what I mean, when they're all just numbers or something like. But it's not easy to come up with the names, and so I understand and sympathize with someone who is placing said name. But yeah, when it's nothing but numbers, I was not a fan of the Avant or the Avant. See, it's when you spell it all caps like that, you have to say Avant. I wanted to love them. That's why I bought both. The initials of someone. Maybe. I kind of see it more of just the easy way to spell whatever the word is. Let's try to go up with a simpler. I do like the shape of that one, though. That looks cool. And the micarta handle, I'm into that. Solid choice, solid selection, or recommendation. I approve. Who recommended that, Robin?
At Dale Snail Trail became a member. At Dale Snail Trail celebrates 13 months of membership. Is this a poop party?
13 months. 13 months. Dun 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 dun. I didn't drop that bitch today. Woo! All right. Dude, much love. Thank you. Okay, wait a minute. I clicked this. I hit pause. Snail Trail Dale, 13 months. The number of the beast. 15. Got to give you the Friday the 13th salute for 13. Think the blades were too light. Action was not great. These are all things, Paul. They're all things. Skipped mines seem to help. Stock bearings are trash. There's a lot that goes into it. That's why, like, when you like grab a Donnie knife and you open it, you're like, well, damn, son, where'd you find this?
At Matt Conclinate became a member. At Matt Conclinate celebrates 1 month of membership. Hashtag DSKFS. Crossed swords emoji. Slice of pizza emoji. USA emoji.
USA. Matt, 1 month. Thank you very much. Solid. Boom. Let's go. Ramette.
At GR8 Full Dong became a member. At GR8 Full Dong celebrates 12 months of membership. Been a whole year. Guess it's a real relationship now. Kissing face emoji. Kissing face emoji.
GR8 full.
At Apex Carriek became a member. At Apex Carriek celebrates 6 months of membership. I wanna play too. Half a year, baby.
Boom! Grateful Dong with the Magna Slut. Power 12 months. Magna Slut, ho, ho, ho. Thank you so much, Grateful Dong. And Apex Carry, the Robin. Go check out his channel. Go sub. Go watch his video. Half a year, baby, at the D2. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you. Bread and butter of the channel. You know what I'm saying? Stacy, what's going on, Stacy? Ron Dobbins, welcome to the party. It's a West Coast party because the West Coast part. Wait, we're in. Boom. Thomas Connolly's in the houses too. Double Magnus Sluts. Ho ho. Now we're bouncing on a Monday. What's up? Double Magnus Slut action. Ho ho. You know who else could do a double Magnus Slut salute? With the oh yeah. I gotta come up with a Rancor like voice, I think. But dude, he's holding. He's got both of them now. Bring it. You know what I'm saying? Bring it. Okay. By the way, just finished Game of Thrones again and season 8, including the fight and the wall at the wall. Nowhere near as bad as I remember. It got better second time around. Good to know, Paul. I could see how, you've just kind of come to terms with it at this point. And so going back, it's like, Yeah.
We need to find a taco place Friday night for dinner, Dan. Yum yum.
I'm down with that. I mean, wherever the place. Tacos sound good. I would love to go. I like that burger place that's right by there is really good. And then it would be fun to go to some type of barbecue spot since we are in Texas at one of the nights. But I'm down for tacos for sure. Thank you for the 5, Trish. Much excite. Okay. So going back to Game of Thrones to revisit, interesting. Paul, did you watch Night of the Seven Kingdoms? What'd you think? I am of the opinion that I love Game of Thrones and then it really fell off and it was very disappointing. So disappointing that I had no idea they were even making a show before the 3rd episode came out. And then someone was like, dude, there's a Game of Thrones show and it's good. And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? And it was like, boom, I watched 1, 2, and 3. And now it's been 6 episodes. It's done. They're making season 2. I thought it was all right. I'm not going to say it was the greatest thing ever, but to expect it to just be terrible, it was really good. It was really good. Paul, you haven't watched it yet? I give it a thumbs up. I'm down with it. Except for it starts off like right at the beginning. One minute in, you're like, okay, I didn't need to see that. But yeah. I'll wait till all the episodes are out. Paul, they're out. They're all out. All 6. Season's over. They just finished filming season 2, and it's going to be out next year. But season 1 is complete. And it was a good season. Heard Texas has the best barbecue, says Rachel. Yeah, I mean, it kind of seems like, boom. Okay, so what did he say? So overhyped that nothing would have satisfied the masses. Watching House of the Dragon, meow. I liked season 1 of House of the Dragon. I thought season 2 was kind of eh. But this new show, I thought it was enjoyable. Try not to get any spoilers and just watch it spoiler free. But he actually wrote the books for this storyline like 20 years ago. So they're grabbing from books, kind of following the books from like 20 years ago. So it's actually pretty good. Have not watched Badlands. Predator Badlands. Ronald. It's on there. I would watch it. Brashear Beer. Missouri's had the best barbecue so far. What's up, Cicero? Show based on books that aren't finished? Well, duh. Yeah, it's a thing. I have not watched Badlands, though. I'll have to watch. Anybody watching Monarch? Monarch's actually pretty good. I never thought I was like a King Kong, Godzilla, like MonsterVerse kind of guy. But, and it's kind of far-fetched in a few ways, but I mean, we also got giant monsters on the earth. So you have to just kind of let it be. But I thought it was kind of fun. I do want to see The Bride as well. And also the Frankenstein one. I haven't seen that one yet either. Ron Dobbins says, make sure you are all subscribed, like the video, hit the thumbs up. And then still you got to pay attention. I haven't been getting alerts lately. Like I'll go on and if there's no alert, there's nothing in the corner, there's no bell. But then you come to find out that Clayton was live or something like that. And it was like, well, dude, I didn't even, how did I'm subscribed. Or like Apex made a video. I was already subscribed. Didn't get the alert for it. Still isn't in my alerts. I don't, they're not really working too hard to help us. 10 knives wrapped in foil, ready for the heat. Says Clayton right now. Brashear Beer, never seen Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, Sons of Anarchy, or Star Wars. No cable, never owned a subscriptions. Have you watched or watch anything? Some of those are almost worth watching. Unless you just don't watch TV, which I get too. I mean, it's hard for me to watch a show sometimes. I want to watch some lives. I want to watch some content. More often than not, I end up watching stuff that's teaching me about something I want to learn or something like that. Spending time outside. Yeah, you get outside, you go fishing, you go doing stuff. Ron ordered the mini MSI. How much is that going for? Wasn't the original one like super expensive? Still haven't seen Magic Mike. Way behind. Or Aquaman. Magic Mike. Wasn't there like 2 or 3 of them? I was in one of them. I'm in the background dancing. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Maybe I'm lying. Big Bears, what's up? How's it going? Magic Mike. Still playing Hogwarts? My buddy's playing that right now. He says it's awesome. I'm still playing GTA 5, so there's that. So these are going to be, there's going to be some of these available at Tack Knives. And I don't think I'm going to be getting one. I'm kind of budgeting myself out, trying to buy some supplies and stuff and the house. So kind of cutting myself on a budget. I am going to go look at some kilns and some maker supplies that are there.
Dan, I know you don't want a snuggie, but come on man, don't let Ranker be cold and miserable. How would you like it if you were a powerful beast, but a little beach when cold at night? Dan? Okay, back to driving home. Much love.
I love how it says, Dan. I can just see Hate Nate's face. And like, I imagine it's coming out of his face, and it just makes me... It just hits me in the feels. Dan. Hey, Dave with the 20 and the knowledgeable, loving words. Don't let the Rancor be cold. I'm hot right now. If I had a Snuggie on, I would have to have nothing else on underneath. And it would still be probably warm. How would you like it if you were a powerful beast? Oh, I love it. I love it. There's Oh, that's good. Everybody ears on.
Dan, lol. Rolling on the floor laughing emoji.
Okay, so that makes us learn. Thank you, Rachel. But did you see how like no one space, no commas? It was like dan, like, and it so if you've seen like Grateful and Nate have made posts a few times, I'm not encouraging people to do this, but if you put like an extra space in between one or like a comma or a couple of commas, it creates these weird, because it didn't quite sound the same because he said them really fast. He's like dan, which still that could become a thing. I don't know. Thank you for the $2 just for the 4 Dans. It's 50 cents a Dan. Horns for all. Hey Nate. Where is my, okay, I want to grab my notes. I kind of want to look in here. I kind of want to look in here, but I do need to film it. I shipwrecked the feldspar. So what's up, Blessed? I hope you have a blessed day. 50 cents a Dan. It's my new band name. That only Dan's. Good God. Yeah, so I did the shipwreck. Working and lurking, what's up, Pocket Privilege? And I learned something. So I've done a few acid etched stonewash like blades. Here's one. So now notice how I got a nice even, oh, look at that light right there. So this one I acid etched the blade. This is a Sencut Natchez or something like that. Did the acid etch, did the dye, give it the old blue jeans look. And then I did a tumble in a container with some thin or light, not sharp stones. I thought we knew everything about shipwrecking. We'll get there because the shipwrecking is going fine. But so I acid etched stonewash this blade here. I have that yellow one that Kathleen really loves that I couldn't find the blade. I had no idea where the blade was, and we were looking everywhere. I was going to put it back together. I'm like, where the hell's the blade? Turned out the blade was in the rocks in my stonewash tumbler container. That's why I couldn't find it. But so I did that to this one. So you can see the original color, covered it up for the where the pivot is, and then I stonewash and acid etch this one. And you can see this one's got a nice little light uniform scratchiness, right? Looks good. So I was like, you know what would be cool with my feldspar? It's the copper, and then it's an S90V blade with a PVD, a black PVD coating. So I thought, okay, if I'm going to shipwreck it, it might be cool to take the PVD coating and do a stonewash to it, right? Sounds right. Well, little to my knowledge that I stonewashed this blade right here at least a solid 5, 6, 7 minutes, and it didn't do anything. It literally doesn't have a scratch on it. So, however, CJRB has done the PVD coating on this blade right here, what makes scratches on an acid etch, which I understand an acid etch is definitely a lighter treatment to the blade, but I would have guessed that putting it in there with those rocks, it would at least give me something. And I wanted it to be light. I didn't want it to be like heavy, nasty scratches. I just wanted these light, even small scratches everywhere. And it didn't do anything. It literally has no scratches on it, no nothing. It's still as black and as it was before I put it in there. So anybody ever stonewash PVD before? Is that something that you can, do I need some pretty coarse grit? But I'm, you know, what, like, again, this is just an acid etch. But look at my scratches. A nice uniform, you know, stack of scratches throughout. I understand the DLC. The DLC is definitely higher, but dude, I shook the hell out of this thing. It is mint. It did absolutely nothing to it. It's crazy.
At Nate 704 became a member. At Nate 704 celebrates 7 months of membership. I'm driving home, Dan. So, I'll be listening, but I won't be able to type. Everyone in chat and Dan, now's the time to talk as much shit about me as you can. I can't defend myself, Dan. So, please, Dan, defend my honor.
If anybody says anything about Hate Nate that I don't approve on, banned. Banned. 7 months Magna Cut. Magna Cut. The Magna Sluts. We do have the trifecta. And all for the head. Magna Sluts in the house. I mean, we've all been here for a while. I'm slow to the game, y'all. I've already said hi to everybody, but I'm just slow to the game to like realize 1 + 1 + 2 + 1, not 1 + 2 + 1 + 1. And you see how there was like 2 different Dans in that one too? Like the first one and the third one were kind of the same. And then the second one and the fourth one were kind of shorter. So it's like with the period and with the commas. So it's Dan period. It looks like is the done. And Dan comma was faster. Thank you so much, Hate Nate, for the 7 months. Magna Sluts for life. I need to get that 2x72 in that kiln so I can start making some shit for my boys and ladies. Did I say that out loud? Yeah, I did. Oh, Donnie's in here too. Did I totally miss? Donnie's been in the house for forever, probably. Yep. See you in a week and 2 days. Good Lord. Texas is going to be here like that. What did I write down on the notes here? That's not my main notes. ABW, Concept Tenable. MBK is going to be there. Monterey Bay. There was a knife on Monterey Bay that was kind of cool looking. It's not the saber-tooth or the Wolverine, but it kind of has a similar style, but it looks like the blade shapes. It's a little different. What was it called? Like the muskrat, beaver, something. It looks kind of cool, but I'm definitely going to go over to Monterey Bay, see what they've got over there. Y'all got to get your, y'all already got your Little Debbie's and hot dogs. Is that what we're eating? I'm in. Badger the week after, too. I did make a little sub Discord on Badger for whoever is going to Badger. Magna Cut on the Kershaw Iridium seems to be good. You've been using it, testing it out? What's up, GHV? And David, not chatting much, making some lanyards. Right on. Good to see you, David G. So check out Monterey Bay when I get there. I want to check out Kubi. There were a couple of knives from Kubi that I was interested in. QSP, obviously, tack knives, Gecko. The Pictus XL is going to be there, and maybe he might have. He does those smocks. Where is my? Put it down there. He does those custom smock. This is not one of them. This is my Magnuslet smock. But he does those extra. Little Debbie and hot dog should never be said in one sentence. Definitely go talk to, what's that? His name is Steven, right? I think that's right. Over at Gecko Customs. Concept, see what kind of a, this is Fred's Concept Halide. Hot dogs and mini muffins, Little Bites. Ooh, get a pack of Little Bites. I could crush some Little Bites right now. They're easy to crush. Just boom, and they're gone. What do we think of this thing? They need to make adult packs of Little Bites. Right, Rachel? Like, give me a box of Little Bites. Rather than a little 4-pack, you give me a box, like a 5-pack box with 5 bags. Well, I could just open all 5 bags and eat all of them. Like, give me a box. Just full of just, like, I just want to just, because is that the reason they don't do it? Because they know, like, you could probably just, before you know it, you don't even know how many, you ate like 25 Little Bites. What would that be? 4, 5, there's 20 in a box at most. They're like $4.50 to $4.99 for like 20 of them. Who could eat all 20 of them? I mean, what's this? Oh, no words. They should have sent a poet. What if they just sold bites and they're regular donuts? Ooh, that sounds good. North Valley Mule. Grateful Dong set 5 memberships. Pocket Privilege, Big Bear's Fuzzy Finds, Richard Rosato, Rabbit Hole, Clone Musterman. That's a new one. No offense. Hello, Clone Musterman. Welcome. Cakes and hot dogs would kill you. Before you know it, the whole bag is gone. What does being a sponsor me on? What? Mean? If you become a membership sponsoring me, you're sponsoring someone who has a YouTube channel who does not utilize AI and gives you straight up me. I don't monetize my live streams so that you're not getting any ads. I could make money off of that, but I don't, because I would rather continue this good banter and conversation. And I have a full-time job, that I am not here to be a rich YouTuber. So any sponsoring or kickbacks that is sent my way go directly back in the channel. I use it to buy knives. I'm using it. I'm right now. I'm saving up to buy a 2x72 and a kiln. I have pretty much everything else I want at the moment, but I want to start making some knives in the garage purely because I'm an artist and a creator that I've always wanted to, and this has become a venue to allow me to learn, enjoy, share my love of the knife community with the community. And that's what you get. Let me see that BSF, please. Burning Stables Forge right here. Kathy made the sheath, nice leather sheath for a scout carry right in there. Boom. The Ripley. Sorry, Donnie. Sorry, Clayton. The Motley. Ripley, Motley. You can give me a... Oh, Jesus. I pay for tube. Does that hurt the... Oh, you have YouTube Red, or what is it called now? Premium? Premium means it does... I get a kit, like, so if you watch my videos and stuff, because you pay premium, I do get a little whatever. Yeah, isn't this thing sick? The Motley is really cool, blessed. Very well made. He does an incredible job. He let me kind of design a little bit of the final touches, the blade steel, the micarta on that handle. Just fantastic. I love the jips that just go right up here. The consistency of the grinds and just the overall aesthetics of it. Very well done. I highly recommend it. It does not hurt me. And even if it did, I wouldn't object to it. I'm not here for that. So I'm here. If you have a good time and you are always in here talking, asking questions, or if you're just in here lurking, or if you just bop in once in a while just to kind of check it out, it's all good. It's all good. We're having a blast in here and love the community, love interacting with them and you. And we're going to Texas. Gonna have a blast. You watch the process of making this exact knife. That's the other part that's cool about it. When you got these makers that are doing some stuff, you can actually watch it being done and being finished. And I really like it. I want to get out, do some camping and do some outdoor stuff this summer, and put this thing to work. Beef. That's a beefy taco right there. The sheath is really nice too. It's got a very cool little finish. Kathy does a good job on that. Fits in there really well. And Clayton's pretty damn cool. Pretty damn cool. Hope to meet up with him sometime. Mick Ranger in the house. Mr. Mouse. Sean, what's going on, everybody? You know what? It is a new month. I forgot about that. Hold on a second. I'll throw up 5 of them right now, too. Boom. Let's go. 5 more. Thanks to YouTube. All right, who we got? Royal Schmurda, John West, Iron Butterfly Knife, EDC, and Sean Clark. Emojis up for the new members. You get that for a month. Then it's up to you. Boom. I need to make these new emojis. I got a few of them. I spread myself so thin. Y'all know. It'll all get done eventually. Right, Stacy? We're getting there. We're definitely getting there. Okay, so 526. I was working on a few things. So Paul said that he has stonewashed PVD before. So I guess I'm just going to need to get some more aggressive grit, because I tried to stonewash that for well over, almost pushing 10 minutes, and not a scratch on the damn thing. It blew me away. It was actually really surprising. I was like, wait, weight. And then I held it up to the liner because the liners, yeah. And the lock is up on the inside. And it's like, okay, well, I didn't do anything to this. And this still looks, they look exactly the same. It didn't get lighter. It didn't change. It didn't even haze over the black at all. Porcelain. And if it comes down to it, if I really want to, I could take it to work and I could put it in the, oh, I got something in my eye. I could put it in the media, like the sandblasters, and blast it down. You know, like I did with my microjet. I could blast it down like that and then acid etch it and then stone wash that and probably get something out of it. I got something in my eye. Give me 1 second. I will be right back. I cannot see. Where are my drops? Okay. Ooh. All right, I'm good. Maybe. GHV spitting jokes? I'm missing out on the good stuff? That's the one thing. It's like sometimes you miss something in chat. I feel so bad because you always want to try to answer everything in chat, see everything, but once in a while you miss some. That's why I struggle with MC. I mean, bless them, but I can't read the chat. I get nauseous. I've said that before. It's too fast. I can't read that much. Is DB in here? DVD? He might not be. Basically, I didn't know this, and well, I've known it for a while now, but if someone buys like a group or buys some gift memberships, it can go to basically anyone who's visited the channel within the last like 24 hours or something like that. So they may not be in the live right now or in the video at that time when they're given out. But if they had been recently, then they can still be eligible for that membership. And so he might not have been in here. He might have popped in early and then bumped out. Or maybe, I think all he has to do, like if he watched my video, Burkle Cerakote's in the house, what's up? If he watched my video on Burkle's cog yesterday, then that would have been enough for him to be, I mean, either way, he did something. He had some type of activity on the channel to be able to win the membership. Boom. This is Burkle's personal user. So this is like the one that he made using the parts he had as kind of a test to kind of develop the design. It is a weird design. I hope no one takes it the wrong way. Like earlier, I said it was ugly. I said that out loud, but I meant that in like an endearing way. Like it's an odd shape. It's out there. But then I also said you shut your eyes. We already made that quote too. It's like shut your eyes, put it in your hand. Feels good, doesn't it? Right? Some of y'all have crazy long names, right? You do your best. Rach. Anybody call you Rach? Burkles is about to Cerakote a dog paw on your Dixon. That sounds fun. He's going to do that Cerakote for, Trish has the, I'm all over the place right now. Trish has a similar, mine's got the Atlanta print under it, but she's got a drop bear that has the clear scales like this. And he's going to Cerakote the liners underneath the scales. So there'll be purple liners underneath the clear scales. So that's going to look cool for Trish. First, as long as I'm not called late for dinner. As long as they don't call me late for dinner. I have dinner whenever I feel like eating. Sometimes it's not the best. But here we are. Here we are. Gas station glory. I mean, come on. What? Come on. Late for dinner is like fighting words. Boom. Boom. That's how it's going to be on the shelf. Just super cool. If I'm going to knock it over, leaning over the table. How long has it been? 24 hours? God. Well, I can't put the knife back together because I do want to mess around with this blade some more. But I do want to sneak a peek. I mean, who doesn't want to sneak a peek inside the... Right? Look at him sitting in there. Yeah, Clayton, that's kind of when I'm the bachelor pad. I was saying the other day, like the way I eat sometimes where I don't eat and then all of a sudden I just eat a sleeve of crackers. And then a couple hours later I eat 2 bags of Little Bites. And then, you know, maybe Chef Boyardee's in the house. Not that I eat like that all the time, but sometimes that's the way it is. I have snacks in the house that are like that. That's my lunch. Culver's was for lunch. I like to make things. I mean, I always have frozen pizzas in the freezer as well. I go out to eat. I don't know. I kind of probably spend more money on food than anything else. If I splurge, it'd be on food and knives. Chef Boyardee's. Dude, SpaghettiOs and meatballs or the raviolis? Sure. It's a snack. It's a snack. I just used to eat Tito's out of a glass. Excited about the DBD Glideman. The Glideman's a cool knife. I've had one in a cart for a while. I was kind of waiting for it to be like, oh, it's on sale or something, and just grab it. But never have. But I look at it. It's kind of one of those ones. It looks like a nice little design, little front flipper. You got the DBD DLC version. Nice. Just saying, a food and knife channel. Flick a can of soup open. Yeah? Sold your son's car? And then it jumped on me. One headache down. I got a car I need to sell. But yeah, it just sits in the driveway. Hate to say you're not the biggest Altum fan, says Blessed. A lot of people aren't. Look at that mustache under that sexy Altum, though. I like yellow. My putters are yellow. I like mustard. To me, yellow is kind of a fun color. So Altum works for me because it falls under my color category of enjoyment. Dot pretzels, yeah, you could eat a box of those or a bag of the dots all day long. Boom. Boom. What Dots pretzels though? The mustard ones? Kubi Titius. I love my Kubi Titius. Go and look at a new car tonight. What are you going to look at? My Highlander is going to be paid off in like 5 months. How fun is that? You buy a car, you know, you get your 4-year or whatever loan. When you get down to that, mustard, anything, ew? I like mustard. Spicy brown mustard. Getting into CF lately. I am not really, that's probably one of my least favorites. Carbon fiber doesn't really, that's probably probably my least favorite handle material. And everybody's got their thing. That's what's beautiful about it. Burkle Cerakote does Cerakote knives. Send him something. He's Cerakoting several things we were just talking about. He's doing one for Trish. Absolutely burning. 4. Mustard. Dijon. Little grape poupon. Cool. I'll reach out. Looks like, yeah. Do it. Do it. Do it. What was the other Ultim one that I really like? I am literally a giant mess right now. I got poof. Poof. Bull Tusk is a good one. This is like the clearest Ultim that I have. Whole grain brown. What is Burkle's? Never heard of it. Burkle's Cerakote, David. He's in the chat. Burkle Cerakote LLC. You can I could put up a link here. Hold on. Give me a second. I just did the video. He also is making knives. This is a prototype. Prototype design. So here, where we go? Give me a second. Copy. I am slow right now. Paste. All right, I just pasted Burkle Cerakote's YouTube in the chat. If you click on that link, I could add more links, but you click on that link and hit more at the top, and it gives you burklecerakote.com. And then he's also on Instagram. All right, what did I miss? Message him on Insta. Yeah, David, that was the Burkles or Cerakote we were talking about. Not too bad there isn't a blue or green Ultim. I could get behind that. Well, Ultim is only in, well, this is an Ultim. It's only in yellow, but they've started doing I can't remember what it's called now. Another style of clear plastic, like Lexan or whatever. Like this is a clear version right here. So you're looking at the black is the scale Lexan, right? I'm sorry. What's up, Fred? Hey, Fred, I saw that picture of you with oh God, what's his name? Wow, my brain just shut off. Jonathan. But yeah, Lexan, you can get this in like clear red, clear blue, clear orange, clear green, all the different colors that you would want the Ultim in, but in the other colors, it's just not Ultim, it's Lexan. It doesn't mean it's any better or worse, but you get those different colors. They're actually a guy who's making scales out of that material for drop bears, and he's got like a red and blues and greens and purples, and they look super cool. But unfortunately, none of them have the lefty side clip holes drilled in them. So, damn it. And then the way you design them, it's not, if you just drill the holes, it's not flush the same. So, I don't know if it would work if you just drill the holes yourself, but it's kind of like, come on, make some lefty versions. Is it non-porous like Ultim? Lexan, I don't know if like Lexan will take the dye or not. Because like, yeah, Ultim is non-porous. It will not take dye. I'm not sure if Lexan will. Maybe it will. I know, no lefty love, blessed. I told him, I was like, I'll buy a couple of them right now. He's got these red ones that look sick. I think they're on like Original Goat or something like that. Decided to bail out working, stay in Miami until Texas, says Fred. They don't love us lefties as much, and I get it to an extent, but like in something like that, how much more would it be to just take your design and reverse it? Look at it in the mirror. I was thinking blood from animals I hunt. I don't think that would mess it up. I think that if you had like a whatever, like a blue Lexan or whatever, and you got it all bloody, I don't think that would really do anything. I mean, this is my opinion, man. But I'm pretty sure that if you wanted to dye it, you would need to use like a specific poly dye heated. So just blood, I think, would probably be fine. But I don't know. I don't know for sure. Again, that's just my opinion. But I would guess, I've done a lot of dye before, and there are certain materials that just will not, you could try to dye it all day long and it won't do anything. And then the ones that do dye, if you don't use the right kind of dye and then heat it up, like at room temperature, it might never take that dye. Lexan is non-porous. Yeah, so it probably won't take dye at all then, which is great. So David, you want green Ultim, just get green Lexan. They also have had some green Lexan at Flightanium. Like there was the Flightanium Light or whatever. Isn't that what it was called? The Arcade Light. This is exactly what I'm talking about. So there you go. That is blue, see-through. There's your green. So yeah, if you want that see-through kind of Ultim style, but you don't like yellow, then find something in Lexan, and you should be good to go. That green is nice. What are they calling it? Lightweight injection molded scales. So they don't really say Lexan in this, so I don't know exactly what that is, but that would be the style that you're going to get in the Lexans. Oh, actually, let me look up that other one quick. If I go... Kaiser drop bear scales. Dude. Show me the pictures. Look at that red. Ah, get out of here. Look at the see-through red. That is so cool. I would buy that right now. Kind of a funky orange, clear, kind of a teal blue. Look at that red, dude. But see how they made this right here? if you were to drill that out, putting the clip on that side, it would look weird. And they don't make lefty version. The green is sick though. Yeah, the Arcade isn't Lexan, it's another polymer. But I'm going to say you're getting basically the same kind of a deal. You know, they're all some type of a hard plastic that's been mold injected in some way or another, you know. American flag scales for the Civivi Elementum. I wonder if they make, I don't know, I'm trying to think of how you could do that. Like if you could get like some, I wonder like Burkles, like Cerakote. Can you do like, would you be able to do like stripes? Like red and white stripes with a blue section in a Cerakote? Or would that be, like, can you mask off areas when you Cerakote? Or do you have to do basically an entire surface? Has anyone tried the Cherry Float Coke? No, but that sounds good. I would try that. Fred hung out for a few hours at Blade City today. Didn't get to watch Whatnot stream, but it was still cool. Right on, Fred. Get Dayglow if you want cream. I shrunk some micarta scales doing that. Yeah, micarta can definitely, potentially, if you really heat them up too long. I've heard that. I haven't had any issues with it. But most of the dyes, micarta takes dye really fast. So you don't have to leave it in there for very long. Versus I've had some G10s and stuff that took 20 minutes. Versus red. Red on white G10, boom. 1 minute, 2 minutes, done. Use powder Rit dye, you can dye ultimate black. Yep, that's what I do have some of my Rit dye was a powder dye, but most of it's a liquid. But they're essentially the same. Depending, unless you got the stuff that's like 20 years old. But some of the disc dyers, that's what they look for. They look some of that older stuff. But now you can get like iodide poly and stuff where it works better with the polys. Flightanium selling some dope glow scales for Para 3, says Mick. Anybody looking for some Para 3 scales? You promise? Float my cherry. You better. Rachel prefers left carry. Why is this? Oh, this refreshed me. It refreshed me right out of dong. Should we sneak a peek? I kind of want to sneak a peek. Promise? Dude, starting school tomorrow? What kind of school? Okay. I do have to film a video for this, so we can't really go wild. College? Right on. Do you know what you're going to be 36? Better late than never. Hey, dude, when I went to college, I didn't know what I wanted to do. Hell, I still don't know what I want to do. So, yeah. I hope you enjoy the classes. It should be fun. New frontier. Never too old. Well, we can look, maybe drop them right back in. These have been sitting in here for 24 hours. You know, when you take them out, you do have to kind of wash them off and let them dry before you see the actual final product. and I am in the process of filming it. Can't find Etsy. It's a Y. ETSY. Yeah, like Bless just typed. ETSY. That's probably it. Are you looking to buy like look up people that are selling scales or something? Might find something on Etsy. It's basically just a spot for artists to go and post and sell their stuff. All right, should we take a little peek here? What I need to do is open this up and just take a deep breath. Smell all that ammonia. For those of you that aren't aware, this is a shipwreck project. And this container has a bunch of paper towels wadded up to create a fun, interesting surface. And then I have ammonia and salt and vinegar and soy sauce and some other things in there to help create this. This is a dark copper piece. Maybe it doesn't stick out in this lighting. Where is that other one? I had it right here. Bro, kiss my grits. Oh, there it is. I was trying to find the lighter one. It should pop a little bit more in the light here. Boom. So this is what we're going to get. Something to this effect. Breathe in, breathe out. Be shady. All right, let's sneak a peek here. Yep. And number 2. Oh. Yep. What do we think? So you got to remember that some of this blue, like that, is wet right there. So when we wipe this off, about maybe 30, 40, 50% of the nature of everything will kind of dissolve away and be lighter. So like it'll be more like that. All those blues are going to be similar to more like this. The the non-uniformity though looks great. I'm pretty happy with the shipwrecked. To me, a shipwreck should look like it's like this weird calcified corals and shit have been growing on it, and it should just be unnatural and wild. That's kind of what I like personally the most. I've seen some where they kind of get a little bit more uniform colors. I tried some where I didn't use any salt. So like this doesn't really have any blue on it at all, but I still was able to get all these interesting kind of flashes and stuff to it. It's super fun. This one here, I used extra salt, and with the raised areas, the lowered area kind of sucked all the blue into it, which turned out really cool. Right? I thought that was fun that it kind of soaked into the grooves. Sometimes though, like this one here, the grooves kind of hide it. If you look close, it looks cooler, but all these the texture over the top, sometimes the texture on top of it can distract. This is one of my first ones. Focus. I love it though. It's probably one of my favorite processes, just the way that you can't control it. You never know exactly how it's going to end up. QSP, definitely one of my faves. And this one here. So copper or brass. What clear coat? The ones that I put clear coat on it, I had to wash my hand here. I got crap all over it. I use like a matte clear. I can actually grab the can. I'll show you. I'm going to rinse this off. I'll grab the can. I'll be right back. Right now I'm using a matte clear. Oh, I'm sorry, that's backwards. Rust-Oleum matte clear. You could do a gloss or a matte. I prefer the matte personally. Really thin coats. It still gives it a little bit of a sheen. Sheen. It's kind of like a tie-dye in a way. It does make them unique. But I generally a matte clear or just a clear coat, nice, and then do thin layers. So I'll put it down and go really thin layer, let it sit for 10, 15 minutes, another thin layer, and do like 4, 5, 6 layers, and boom. Boom. Ooh, still can smell it. So I would like to stonewash this blade, but that PVD coating on that S90V is really, I was impressed. I can't believe that didn't scratch at all. I use the matte as well, comes out great. Favorite. It's current favorite. Thanks again, Hate Nate, for recommending. Well, I mean, it was already on the radar, but when Hate Nate was like, got mine, I pulled it, it's awesome, buy it now, buy it now, buy it now, buy it now. Glad I did. Love it. I'm going to righty open my lefty Strix. Lefty Strix is pretty damn awesome too. What's the next blade on my list? I don't have an exact one. Obviously, I'm going to Texas before I buy anything. So my next blade purchase will be at Texas. What it's going to be, I don't know for sure. I have a few things on my list. There was one we just saw, the BXTR. I think that looks cool. Where's that pic? Let me pull that up. I was not aware of this, but I do like it. This is the God, my brain. Luft Designs. That one's kind of fun. He wants a Chuck Gedradas Swiss Army Auto Custom. Yes. Yes, that's what I want. What? Sure. Whatever North Valley says, he's probably right. He's probably right. What? Okay, I am kind of interested here. I can show you a couple things I got still up here too. Boom, boom. I'm interested in this. The Link. The original one was a frame lock, and as a lefty, that frame lock didn't work. But this one, this more budget-friendly one from Tenable, is not a frame lock. It's that inset liner. So this is definitely more an option for me. I actually kind of like this red and rose gold version. I'm gonna go see if they've got what they've got of those in Texas. I am interested in the Qtro, but the crossbar lock is kind of getting me. But it's a cool looking knife. What I want, I'm hoping they have one of these. This new Concept Contra is cool, but I'm hoping they have one of these ugly little chodes. Look at this thing. Oh, dude. New design, doesn't say it's available yet, just says 154 cm. It looks like that's G10. What am I looking at here? Where are the tractors? Why have battleship hardware holding a small monitor to the wall? What battleship hardware? I have my camera. I got one camera coming off of this. I got one camera coming off of this one. I got another one right there that's got nothing attached to it. That one's got the standard mount. Boom. Dude, he's ragging on your cord, man. I'm good. Then I got the boom mic set up so I can bring this out. And then when I'm talking in my mic, it's not down. Like, as you see, if you see a lot of people live stream, the mic's like right here. Mine is up there, off camera. I mean, you know. People are weird, Dan. You're cool. I don't know. I'm pretty weird. Those mounts, these mounts are cool though. I mean, you don't like my camera mounts, bro? And my light? That light, I'm actually pretty happy with that light. These camera mounts aren't that expensive. The little wall mount. Remember, I used to have everything hanging off the ceiling back in the day when I was out there in the kitchen. Bless says he's weird. Good. Be weird, bro. Be weird. Battleship hardware. I don't have someone. Yeah, I have a friend just standing off camera and just holding the mic. Yeah. I kind of want to have a mic for Texas. We've talked about this in the last couple of years. Like when you're doing vids and stuff, or you're like interviewing and stuff in Blade Show, you know, or then you've got the mic and we can be like, what do you think? But if I were to ever hold the mic, I've said this before, I'll say it again, for years, I would have to have the old school mic like you see on like, the hell was the name of that show? Match Game or something, where he's holding it like here and it's just like the thinnest silver rod. It's like a 3-foot mic and it's got the little black ball on the top. Did Bob Barker have a skinny long one too? Put the mic on the end of this paddle. It's a strap. I just think the old school mics, they're really skinny. Like Bob Barker might have had one. I just remember the old 70s show, you know, like Match Game and stuff. They'd be super skinny and tall, and then it just has that little ball at the end. Get the fuzzy mic on a 5-foot rod. Yeah. And hold it like. They were cool. I know what you're talking about. Bob did. What's up, Blind Melon? Yeah, I couldn't remember if that was something that was on Wheel of Fortune, on Price is Right or not. But I just remember the old, like I said, like Match Game and some of those old 70s ones where it's like just the silly actors from the time, and the main guy would have that super long one. Just funny. But I haven't really needed a mic. Most of the videos I do at Texas, we get closer. It's more intimate. Russell and I will be right up next to each other, you know. Oh, it's going to be fun. I get to see all these fun folks. Do a pocket check on Nico. See how many, we can make bets. How many knives is Nico going to have this year? The first year I did a pocket check on him, I think he had 29. Second year he had like 27. Last year I think he only had like 23. Bless says he's going to have 25. Max says, as a Vision FG heading your way, one of my favorite knives. One of my early dies. This was like in the first dozen or so. Wow. And a fail. Holding up. Rachel says 28. I bet it's closer to 25. I asked him, I was like, man, you should be pushing 30. Nico's crazy. I ran into a blade a few years ago. He had like 25. Yeah, that's his thing now. He always has got a lot of them. And I've done pocket check 2 years. Well, actually, I did one in Atlanta as well. So I've been to Texas twice. I've been to Atlanta once. So 3 different times I've done a blade check on them. And we will be doing one in Texas in a week and a half. So place your bets. I want to say it's probably 23, 24. But I did maybe I rubbed off on him and I told him, I'm like, man, you should, where's 30, bro? You should get 30. Get going on that 30. I carry a bunch of stuff, but nothing like that. Yeah, I've been between like 7 and 11, 12, 13 at the last few blade shows. Not as many when I was in Atlanta because I flew out there, so I didn't bring anything with. But Texas, I'm driving to Texas. So we're going to be hanging out, jamming, after hours stuff. So I will bring a bunch of my favorites. And
At Laid Off Pete became a member. At Laid Off Pete celebrates 17 months of membership, getting stoked for Badger Blade Show. Hope to see you.
Laid Off Pete. What day are you going again? Saturday? I'll plan on that. I mean, I want to see you. Laid Off Pete. Anyone else? The week after Texas is Badger. The Badger show is in Wisconsin. Look up Badger show. I think I might even have a link set somewhere on here. There's going to be a bunch of us. Come meet up. Pete, I did post a thing in the Discord. So we can chat about it. Mac Jones, Buster FG, still one of your favorites, the perfect size. It's a solid knife. The 27th. Which day is the 27th, Dom? Is that Saturday? Is that the Saturday? And good to see you, Laid Off Pete. Laid Off Pete has given me some good recommendations in the past for knives that I've purchased. Pete, Mr. Laid Off. None of these are his actual name. Shh, I didn't say that. Throw me some suggestions, bro. I know you got some good ones. Send them my way. I'll be in Texas soon. Buy me a beer. I'll drink it. Just picked up an Arcane Crypt. Dom says he's also Saturday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Dom will be there Saturday. That's the plan. I've got an Ontario pilot's knife in my cargo shorts today. Cargo shorts? I guess it was nice. It's actually, it was like 50 degrees here today. It's still technically winter. Technically, maybe not, but Minnesota, winter could go all the way to May. It could. The new budget Vosteed raccoon is appealing. Just bought a new knife from Knife Hub. 15% off. Cool. What'd you get, Thomas? If you had a Gerber double down, you could whip out a machete on us. What's the Gerber double down? Whip out a machete? How about a kukri? I just whipped out a kukri. Shook it out and everything. And that's not a big enough kukri. I mean, I got another one. Here's one. It's going to be a long drive. It's a 12-hour, 14-hour drive. How's that? Bought a slip from 1931 Leatherworks. They are awesome. Just Google the double down. Dan, you'd be proud of me. I spent a few hours at Blade City. They had a great selection, nice people. Did not walk away with a single knife. It's called Control. Control. Laid off Pete. I don't know what he calls this. All I know is I saw a picture of one. I've had this one for a while. This has been the one that my Kentucky Hollerjack lives in. I saw it and I was like, dude, I want one like that. And he was like, what color you want? I'm like, black. And he's like, what color stitching you want? And I'm like, orange. And he's like, I don't have orange. Let me order some. I'm like, you don't have to do that. And he's like, I'm doing it. I'm like, cool. So boom, I got that from Terry, 1931 Leatherworks. It's had my Kentucky Hollerjack in it, which has kind of started to loosen it up. And I kind of want to get another one for my ABW slip. Dank, if I send you the loot, will you pick up a Pictix XL? Sure. I'd love to just be able to buy one for you, Grateful. If I could, I would. When I'm broke and I'm buying a house and I'm trying to buy stuff to build some knives with. But yes, I will be your proxy. If that's what you desire, I'd be glad to. I did a purple slip with green thread. So ABW slip, or I wanted to get a slip for that, and it just happens to fit perfect in here. Oh, little squeeze out. And so I might end up swapping that to this one and then getting another one for this one. Can you show the stainless knife again? This one? There's no stainless. Blind Melon. This is the ABW slip joint. This is a MagnaCut hollow grind and a titanium diamond texture. Sick. ABW, American Blade Works slip joints. They are awesome, dude. I wanted one for a while, but they're very limited. When they're available, they're available. If you don't buy one right then and there, they go out. And then lately, they've been kind of popping up and down every couple of weeks. There's a few more that are out there. They just released a newer model, this diamond one recently. Love it. But dude, straight up USA made, MagnaCut, hollow grind, textured titanium. What are they, 170? But dude, listen. Oh, clicks out. It's solid. This is just a lifetimer. I love it. Do I have anything customized with Flytanium or original goat scales? No. What are those? I don't remember who made those scales. It's neither of those though. I do have some custom titanium scales. Mick, do you remember who made those? Where the hell is it? Oh, it's over there. I do have a Flytanium, but it doesn't have any custom scales on it. So these are discontinued titanium scales. I don't have anything from those guys. Oh yeah, but that sound is boom. Sick. This is an awesome slip joint. Just fantastic. I was carrying my Kentucky Hollerjack every day, which is also a fantastic knife. But it was exclusive since like Halloween. And I have some other slippies, but it's just like I always carry 3 knives. So it'll be one regular size, one smaller size, and then my slip joint. And so then, you know, Kentucky Hollerjack though. That Spyderco has, oh, I've got that tucked away over here. She's tucked. This one here from Fred. This is a Spyderco, believe it or not. I forgot about this. I put it away. I kept it in that container. I still need to make a video on it. This thing is awesome. The only thing Spyderco is the liner and the pivot. Everything else has been redone. Look at that. You were told their heat treat isn't right on the Demcos. Is that on the D2? Mine's OS 10A, and the heat treat seems fine on it. Yeah, this thing is wild. You almost wouldn't know it's a Spyderco unless you see the compression lock. Pretty sweet. I keep it in here, Fred. Nice and protected till I see you in a week. I do like their stuff, though. Original Goat, I've been looking at some scales from them for a while. I just haven't ever picked anything up. Oh, the dog next door. It's going to be my permanent neighbor? Oh, I mean, I guess I've lived here for 10 years already. I've already lived here for that long. So, yeah, that was the other thing here. This concept, I'm hoping, this ugly thing, I'm hoping they've got one of these at the show. It's small, 2.5 or 2.3 inch blade. So this is maybe a 5-inch knife. You heard the dog that time? The scale started out as plain titanium from Flytanium. OG scales are fantastic, but they take forever to show up. That knife is chody, isn't it? A little button lock front flipper with like a fuller groove and just a crazy little short Bowie. What's up, Jesse? Concept. So who is the OEM on this one? It just says, who is Concept's OEM? Concept? I would have to probably go to a more what's up, Jesse? For some reason, some knife nerds I chat with say even the USA made Demcos have a disappointing heat treat. There must be something to that. What would you call that blade shape? Like a really short Bowie clip. Purpose? It's fun. It's fun. I think if we just go into like something, I thought they said who the OEM is in the one to the right of what? Where were we? This fixed blade? Concept is the OEM if it's Concept. The stubby clip point. They would be in China. I believe. What time is it? 6:20. All right. KC go on at 6:30. Speaking of KC, that fixie next to it is kind of hot. Look. My favorite blade shapes are modified Tanto, reverse Tanto, leaf, sheep's foot, cleaver. Who's this guy? Me? Who, me? KC, the Nice Fast channel will be live. His normal Monday live starts at 6:30, which is in a couple of minutes. I am currently carrying the Tempest Knives Tornado. Check out Knife Hub. I've been on Knife Hub. Is there something I need to be looking at on Knife Hub right now? You're the Jedi. Nothing wrong with Jedis. I salute you. Shit. Hold on a second. You see my Rancor right there? All right, but I generally stick to, old fashioned. Right? Although this guy right here, this one's sweet. This one's sweet. How do I have your saber? I just borrowed it. And this guy, he's holding. Yes. Really wish large folding cleavers with full flat hollow grinds would come back for a bit. Dude. I mean, here's the small one. Shit. Where's my cleaver? Like these? Boom. Mac? Knife Hob has 15% off coupon because it's you. Everyone go check that out. El Sancho. What's your go-to knife sharpener or preferred method? Right now it is this. Obviously I have hundreds of knives. I carry a different knife every day basically. So I don't, some people, like if they only have like one knife, a couple of knives, they carry it every day. I make a dozen to 20 cuts at work every day. But I'll carry this one and I won't carry it another for a couple of weeks because the next day I'll carry this one. And then the next day I'll carry that one. So I don't need to sharpen as much. But I love my little Work Sharp. They didn't, no sponsor. I bought this. But it's got 200 grit on one side, 6 on the other, the ceramic, and then a strop. But if you don't use your knife, or if you just use your knives a little bit, I can go in here and basically never even use the 2 or the 6. You can just kind of come in here, make a few passes on the ceramic and a couple backwards on the strop, and you're right in shape. And now if you don't sharpen your knife for like a month, it's going to require more than that. But that's kind of what I do is every few days, just give it a little touch up and you're good to go. I got a little bit larger strop here. And then I have been using when I need, I picked up some stones, also not sponsored, bought it myself. Diamond stone from Sharpall. Sorry, this is backwards. But this is a dual grit diamond stone. So this is bigger. It's 3x8, larger size. And so I can lay this down on the table. Sorry, I'm not really set for this. But then you can work right off of a table. So if you're using a bigger knife, this one here has 325 on one side and 1,000 on the other. It's diamond stone, so you don't need water. And you can just set it on the table and do the work. And they work really, really well. How would I fix that backwards issue? What, this backwards issue? You get it backwards, I guess. The way to fix it is, well, there's one, is I can turn the camera around, right? Then I can turn it like this. And now you're forwards. But the problem is when I am like this, I can now not see the chat. So I can't read the chat on my phone. So if I'm doing a live on my phone like this, this is how you could be forward. People will buy the rear-facing camera or a rear-facing screen that you can now attach to the phone. But the problem is a lot of those attach to the phone right where it's in the mount to be held in place. So if I put that on there, now I can't put it on this mount, I wouldn't be able to do it. But the thing is, the sad part is that the first I don't know, a couple of months that I was doing vertical lives on my phone, you could do this. YouTube got rid of that feature. And if you don't believe me, you can go back to their first live streams and you can see me out there and it's facing me like this and I'm physically reading the chat and you can see my shirt isn't backwards. But they decided it wasn't important. Or maybe they got in good with the people that make the reverse side screens or something. I don't like it at all. I want to be able to show you everything I can the best way I can. It's like, oh, I just got this for, you know, the old college try, but it's backwards. You know, it's like, that's just dumb. But they don't care. Your left, my right. It bugs me. I like to not think about it because it does bug me. Because why would you make it? You want the creators to succeed so that they make money. But they don't make money off of this live stream because I'm not monetizing it. And they don't like that. They get mad. They keep recommending me to turn it on. And how I can like increase the amount of ads that I put in it to make more money. Because they want to make more money. And that's fine. I also don't use their AI. And I recommend everyone to not use it. But you don't have to listen to me. But they really want me to use AI in my thumbnails. They really want, you know, and so I'm not getting pushed out there because I don't play their games. And that's fine. That is totally fine. Have a fun time on here. Gonna mess with this shipwreck, finish up some other things, start getting more and more ready for Texas, which is almost here. Stay. And I look forward to seeing a bunch of you out there. For sure. Let me grab the link to this. He doesn't need my help. But KC of the Knives Fast Channels live is on Mondays. Always does a giveaway. He makes some cool designs. I had it in my pocket and was showing it, and now it is gone. Here. My most recent one from Knives Fast. This is the Tempest Knives Tornado, 154 cm in titanium. Nice little smaller knife. Feels good in the hand. I dig it. But KC is about to go live. That is the link you can go check out there if you're looking for some more content, something different. You probably all know about him already. But I do appreciate everyone having a blast, working on some more customs here stuff tonight, and making some more videos, getting ready for Texas. I will see you all there. Make sure to look for some cool stuff that's going to be available in Texas to let me know about. Oh, I just got booted for a second, and we're live. How long was I off for? Oh, it looks like it only clicked. But yeah, Magnus Let's Ho. Thank you guys. Thanks for the super chats. Thanks for the membership shout outs today. I appreciate you all. Magnus Let's for Life. Everyone go check out Apex's Carrie's video as well. And have a great evening. I'm going to be switching from Mondays to Tuesdays probably. I don't know. League on Monday doesn't start up until like probably May. So I guess I got a while. So we don't need to worry about it right now. 3-piece. I don't know. Have a good night. Thank you all. Appreciate you. Buy some knives. Stay sharp. I'll see you soon. Or later. Or now.